Welcome back, class. We're going to pick this up with another tutorial on the inventory instructions, on how to do the inventory assignment. So open up your instructions. Here again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm just going to hit some key points, hopefully to help you be able to make it through the exercise where you may have had problems. So, and also, I'm not going to cover things that I covered in the earlier video on the budget, on how to do the budget. So if you got your inventory spreadsheet and your inventory work instructions open, you should know how to change the width of columns. I showed you that before using the pixel. Go look at number 2. All right, we're going to show you how to merge and center. So we go to cell A1. It says merge and center A1 through E1, and we're going to change the font size to 18. So I'm just going to select A1, all B1, C1, D1, and E1, and I'm going to come up here in the alignment group. And where it says merge and center, pretty simple, right? Just click on that and you see the little sprout seed shop came to the middle. And also what we're going to do, we want to change that font to 18. There, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, the next thing that I want to show you, actually I'm going to skip down because I think you should know how to do the rest of these, is to number 10. I know number 10, there's confusion for one reason. The instructions are not correct. The function concatenate, depending on what version of Excel you're running, you may have to spell concatenate out completely. So it says, we're going to change what's in B2, which is inventory as of, and we're going to just copy and paste that formula, that expression in there. Now, what we're going to use, though, instead of concat, C-O-N-T, we're going to actually use the entire concatenate. I'm going to paste it in so you can see what's going on. So you see this expression, concatenate, that's a very useful tool. What it does, it will actually add groups of text together where you can have text in different fields, and then you can have another field where it would bring all that text together and make it read as if it's a sentence. So what this is going to do is going to say, the inventory as of is going to take that text and then it's going to combine it with the date of the day. So every day it would be a new day. So to date today, and it's going to be in a month, day, year format. So there you see inventory as of 12/10/2018, and that date will constantly change every day. So that's how you would do number 10. Now, we look at number 11, where it says at B4 through B7, we're going to use some different functions. We're going to use the average, the median, the minimum, and the maximum. And these are really simple. And what the data we're going to be working with is over here in D12 through, D32, 33. That's the data set we're going to be working with. That's what we're going to be averaging. We're going to find the median price, the lowest price, and the highest price. So I've got some of these already in here. So this is basically what you're going to do, and I'll show you what that formula looks like. Equal, and you're going to type in the function average, parentheses, and this is the range from D12 through D33. And that will give you the average. Median, same thing. Lowest price, now I'll do this one for you. Highest price, we do equal, and it's going to be max, M-A-X, M-A-X, max, parentheses, D12, do the colon, that's going to say from D12 to D33. And you see it turn blue? Once I type that in, that shows me what the range that I'm working with. Okay, so now when I hit that, so now that's the highest price is $37 in this list, in this array of prices. The lowest price is $12.03, and the median price is $37. That's the middle, median meaning the middle, and the average is $17.18. So that's how we got those. So let's see. That's number 12 on your instruction is very similar. You're going to use the count function. So here. And with that count function, you're just going to count. It's just going to count what's in this number here, the units in A12 through A33. So if I want to count all these up, the count of seed types, and these are the seed types, right? So I would go here, put the equal, to let me know I'm working with a formula or a function, and count COUNT, parentheses, A12, colon, and you should know that from here. All right, A33. And you see this pops up in blue. That tells me the range that I just typed in. And that is the count. Now, you see that is dollars right now. Count shouldn't be in dollars, right? So I can go back up here to the top, and I just can make that either a number or general, either one. And that will give me the right format, which is 22. Okay, so now let's move down to number 15. Number 15. Now we're going to write a formula. We are going to write and make a formula. This is the interesting one. And this is some of the power that Excel gives you. Because this is it's a way of keeping track of inventory. So what we're going to say is, looking at the data set, we want to have a formula in this column that says if the stock was in stock, which is over here in A1, A12 through A33. That's how much is in stock. So if it's greater, if this number is in these rows are greater than 50, we want it to say okay. If this drops below 50, we want it to say it's time to order or order. So that's the formula we got here. So if you look up here, what I typed in, equals if. That's the command if. Then parentheses, if A12 is greater than 50, comma, then do okay. Like I said, this is kind of like software, like programming. If, then, else statements. If it's what this is saying now is that if it's less than 50, else print order. So if you look at this right here is what, 63. It's greater than 50. Now, I want to do this for the whole row of data. So what do? I can type this formula in each one of these. Much easier way, where I just, since I already have it typed in E12, I'm just going to grab it and I'm going to drag it all the way down from E12 to E33. And it copied it automatically. So if I go down, you see now, if A13 is greater, A14, A15, all the way down. So this tells me that I need to order arugula because it's at 30. I need to order cauliflower. So now when these numbers change, let's say for instance I had a good week and I sold a lot of lima beans. So I sold, and all I got left in stock is 49 lima beans. See, and once I changed that to 49, notice what happened. Boom, that turned to order, from okay to order. So that's what that formula just did. Pretty cool, isn't it? Now we can also do conditional formatting. So we can have colors. That's the second part of this. So we're going to use conditional formatting. Up here at the top is our conditional format. So you got different things that we can do to get this format the way that we want it. So we're going to go to cell rules, and we're going to make a rule, text that contains. If it contains okay, then we're going to use a light green. Right there, light green fill. And I hit okay. See, and it turned that cell green. Now, I'm going to make a second rule. Same place. Go to conditional formatting. Highlight cell rules. Go down text that contain. If it contains order, O-R-D-E-R, I want to highlight that red. I'm at step 16 in the instructions. Okay, so now when I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to catch that corner, drag it down, and you see what happened. Did you see that? Yeah. So now if it says OK, it's green. If it's order, it's red. That's step 16 and 17. So 15 and 16, I'm sorry. And the last thing we're going to do is go over to step 17, which is more conditional formatting. And this is how you're going to get those blue bars, those gradient bars. I did one. I'm just going to do another one for you. Okay, so I'm over here in A13. I'm going to go up, conditional format, data bars, and just see that gradient feel. I'm going to click on that, and I will copy that all the way down. No, please don't do it that way. Oh, my mistake again. Did the same thing twice. I'm clicking the wrong back button. So we'll go back up here. I'm going to clear the rules. There. Now you see all these, because I copied them, which was my mistake, and they all turned red. So I'm just going to type some numbers in here just to turn some of these back green. My example is going to look different now because I messed up, but it's okay. All right. So what we do is we have to select the range first. Go up to conditional formatting, data bars, select the bars. And now you see that. Like I said, it looks different because my numbers over here has changed. And what it's basically doing is it's doing it relative, because this is the highest number in the count. Let me drop this down. These numbers are a little bit too high. Yeah, let's make it 212. And so it's relative to the highest number. So you see it change when I drop these numbers down a little bit. So it's always relative to the largest number. 877. Get some of these really big numbers that would skew, make the data kind of skewed. I didn't know I had that many big numbers in here, but I guess I did. Last one. So there, that gives you kind of a little more representation of what your bars would look like. Okay, so I hope that helped you out a little bit more of how to walk through the inventory instructions. It's not that difficult. One thing that is wrong, I said, is the concat. That should be concatenate. And when you spell it out, then your date at the top will be correct. All right? I hope this helps you out. Thanks a lot. Take care. Let me know if you have any questions.